Hi everyone, this is Sahiti Vellanki, working as a assistant professor in Department of CSC, AML and IoT in VIGNANA JYOTHI Institute of Engineering and Technology. Today I am going to give my lectures, DevOps lecture series in Business Agility and DevOps. Before I can start my lecture series, what are the contents I am going to cover? Here I am going to cover the contents. What is business agility? DevOps role in enhancing business agility, collaboration between the DevOps, quality assurance and operations team. So before I can give you the definition of business agility, I want to give you the little introduction about business agility. By looking this diagram, so what we people will think. So actually there will be two players. Each and every player want to win the match to face the opponent with their own game strategy. Yes, so everyone has a plan till they get punched from the other player. So once they got the punch, every player has opponent player has to respond quickly and he has to go through the game. He won the match. So that is the reason here in the game it thought to make the predictions, especially about the future. A good plan violently executed today is better than a perfect plan of tomorrow. So we can't predict in this game strategy, we can't predict the future because it become more unpredictable. At that point of game, at that point of time, at the point of punch, the opponent player has to be react and he has to play their own plan strategy and he want to win the match. That is, every player will think in that point of view. So this is about the game strategies. So if we can absorb this same thing into our business strategies, what is business agility? In a business context, agility is the ability of organization to adapt quickly to market changes and customer demands in productive and cost effective ways. So in terms of game context, each and every player is having their own ability to win the match. They are keeping maximum effort to win the match. At the same time, in the business context, the agility is nothing but ability of an organization to adapt quickly to the market changes and customer demands in a productive and cost effective ways. That is the reason I have kept this picture in the gaming context. In business agility, every businessman has to be think about the 3 points. First one is how rapidly the market changes will affect the business. And the second point, he has to think about there will be some continuous improvement in the business or not. And the third one is it should be a systematic evolutionary adoption. Then only the business is going to be increased and they will take about the other market buttons and they're going to be improve their business. And it is mainly the business agility mainly focusing on innovation, speed, flexibility and responsiveness of the customer. So these are the basic point we are keep it in mind of about the business agility. Here I am going to explain you one example with the business agility. A companies like Netflix can roll out the hundreds of updates per day to improve the customer experience. How this will be possible? This is only possible because of DevOps automation, agile feedback cycles and business culture that prioritize the responsiveness and innovation. So each Netflix every day they have uploaded the thousands of videos into the site. Why? Because the customer to satisfy the customer experience. If the customer will satisfy, their business is going to be improved. So how is possible? With the help of automation. So DevOps plays a key role to improve the business. So how the DevOps will place? With the help of agile feedback cycles. So through the agile methodology, every time we are going to take the feedback from the operation team, how it will be executed in the server. Through that, we will take the feedback and try to give it to the development team, and development team will improvise the customer feedbacks. And next we are going to focusing on DevOps role in business agility. So what is the DevOps role? So before I can go through the DevOps role, first how the business will improve. So most of the world population is connected to the internet. The system must support billions of simultaneous users over the internet. Means there will be new approaches are needed to scale the global market. So if you can observe in this diagram, so overall 7.395 billions of population will start using the internet. So out of this, the internet users are 3.19 billions of users are penetrating to access the internet, and 2.307 billions of people are, means 31% of population will actively use the media users, and 3.790 billions are penetrated. Nothing but 51% of population will use the mobile devices through internet, and there are 1.968 billions of people, 27% of people are penetrated to accessing the social media through the mobiles. So means that in the world population, 80% of people are connected through the internet. Through this internet world, how can we improve our business? So for that, we are going with the solution called DevOps. So here the DevOps. So before go through the solution for the business facility, so what is DevOps? As I told you in the last video, DevOps is having, there is a 5 phases in the DevOps life cycle. In the 5 phases, the first phase is called continuous development, second phase is called continuous testing, and third phase is called continuous deployment, and the fourth one is called continuous monitoring, and the fifth stage we can call it as a continuous integration. These are the 5 phases in the DevOps type. By using these 5 phases, we can apply these 5 phases in the business. We can improve the business. So how can we do? The first point I want to tell you is accelerated the delivery and continuous deployment. So what do you mean that? We are using, by using the DevOps, we are using the automated pipelines so that it enables the faster delivery, software delivery. So it supports the agile with shorter release cycles. So example, I can consider the same example as a Netflix example. Every day we are collecting the feedback from the customer, and we are going to be uploaded the new videos in the Netflix. That is why in the Netflix every week is updating the new movies. Am I right? How new movies are going to be, it consider the student it yes, how the new movies got updated in the Netflix. It will take the feedback, every weekly feedback from the customer, and trying what the customer interested. According that, Netflix is going to be updated the new movies in the streaming. So that is why how continuous development will be there in the Netflix website, so that the customer will satisfy and the Netflix will improve their business skills. And the second point I want to tell you is collaboration across the teams. Yes, in the classical life cycle models, we are using the only 2 teams called development team, and the second team is called testing team. So this development team is responsible to develop a software, and the testing team will be responsible to test whether the software is working properly or not. Here there is no continuous improvement in the software, so that we can lose our business. To avoid that, here in this collaboration across, the DevOps will adopt the collaboration across the teams. Nothing but DevOps breaks the soils between the development team, quality assurance team, and the operations team. Everyone together to work to deliver the quality software. To promote the shared responsibility and transparency and cross-functional collaboration throughout the software development lifecycle. So finally, to collaboration across the teams can respond faster to change the priorities and the customer needs. And third one to improve the business is real-time feedback and monitoring. What do you mean by real-time feedback? When the developer has developed the software, it is going to be handed over to the tester. Once the tester will test that one, this will be given to the operations team. The operations team every day take the input from the development team and put it in the proxy server, push it into the proxy server to test the application is or the software is properly working or not. If it is not working properly, again you feedback to the development team, then the development team will look into that errors. Nothing but it always, DevOps will always performs real-time feedback and monitoring. Especially to monitoring, we are using the tools. What are the monitoring tools? As I told you, Terraform is one of the monitoring tool what DevOps will perform to improve the business. So DevOps integrates continuous monitoring, logging, and real-time analytics. The teams receive the instant feedback from the production environment from the operations team, enabling faster decision making and quicker issue resolutions. So finally, by using this feedback, the faster feedback loops are essential for agility and iterative improvements are required to improve the business. Yes, the fourth point is infrastructure as a code and automation. So IAC. So DevOps uses the tools IAC like Terraform, Ansible, or CloudFormation to automate the infrastructure provisioning. So this ensures the reproducibility, scalability, and faster recovery, supporting agility in both the development and operations too. Means that by using IAC, we are going to be push the code into the server through the cloud. So if the developer want any change, if the operations team required any changes, he has to push it to the developer, and developer has, after performing his changes, he has give it to the operation team through the cloud tool called Terraform. And the DevOps uses the one more feature to improve the business agility is resilience and quality assurance. DevOps emphasizes automated testing, continuous integration, and failure recovery strategies to improve their business performance. This improves the system reliability and reduce the cost and time of error recovery. And sixth one is customer-centric approach. So Agile plus DevOps aligns the teams with customer goals by integrating customer feedback directly into the development loop. Means that it enables the faster alignment of IT deliveries with business objectives. DevOps is, finally I can say that what was the DevOps rules in business agility? DevOps is not just a tool chain, it's a cultural shift that enhances the business agility by removing the bottlenecks and enabling the continuous learning and empowering the innovation. So, and the last, I am going to concentrate on collaboration between the DevOps, quality assurance, and the operation team. So, before DevOps, we all use the classical software development. This classical software development, once each and every phase, we are having the different phases. Each and every phase, the phase 1 completed, then only we have gone through the phase 2. Means to perform the software development, we have to spend years of time to complete the software development, so that at the end we may get the errors. We can't go back to the previous step. So entire the time we have spent on this software development is going to be wasted. To avoid that, we are going to be focused on the DevOps. DevOps fosters the cross-functional collaboration, breaking down these soils into achieve faster delivery, higher quality, and continuous improvement. So here, to give the difference between the DevOps and the classical traditional approaches, I am going to prepare one table. Here the key areas what we are going to be focused, and what with these areas how our traditional approach will work, how our DevOps approach will work. So if you can observe that the traditional approach, the teams are isolated teams, means that development team is separate, quality assurance team is separate, and the operations team is separate. But coming to DevOps, it will be a cross-functional approach. That means all the teams together to complete the to develop the quality software. It will be always a collaborative work. All teams together to work to produce the quality software. And if you can go with the hands-on, the traditional approach we are using frequent and error prone, and DevOps approach we always follow the continuous integration and continuous delivery. For the communication it will be limited. Why? Because each and every team will work independently in the classical approach. Dev team is separately working, quality assurance team is separately working, operations team is separately working. So that is why there is no much communication in between the different teams. It will be a sequential approach. But coming to the DevOps approach, continuously all the team members will work together, and it will be transparent. Each and every team member will be working with a transparent environment. Coming to the responsibility, here the shifted between the teams. The responsibility should be shifted in between the different teams, but here it will be shared ownership, means every team member is responsible to develop a particular software projects. And release cycles are so long with the more delays in classical approach. Here it will be shorter. Why? Because here we are using agile we are having very shorter cycles, and it will be there is no delays, and it will be automated and iterative process. Thank you everyone.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe VNR Digital Learning Resource YouTube channel.